It disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. A fine, full, dignified beard.
Anybody notice Hatchetgear is gone? Motherfucking Hatchetgear is gone. It's dead. It's been sold. Apparently, Hatchetgear and the rights to all Psychopathic Records merchandise and everything that they had rights to make merchandise under is now the property of a company called merchnow.com. And if you try to go to Hatchetgear, it redirects you to psychopathicmerch.com, which that website is owned by Bill Dale and Psychopathic Records. But all that site does is redirect you to the Psychopathic Records section of the Merch Now website. So basically, Psychopathic Records, instead of maintaining merch in their own facility and sending it out from their own facility like they've done, have now sold all the rights to their shit to this third-party operator. That's the way. It's gone. It's not Hatchetgear anymore. And I can't see them just rebranding the shit as Psychopathic Merch. Hatchetgear is a much cooler sounding fucking name than Psychopathic Merch. So basically, what that means is whenever you order something that's Psychopathic Records related now, the money's going to go to this company, Merch Now, and then Merch Now is going to cut a check to Psychopathic Records probably every 3 months or something, every 3 to 4 months, whatever it is. Negative, if you go just down that main page, you don't have to hit any tabs. They have every piece of merch listed on that main page of the site now. Why do you think they sold it? Lack of sales? Okay, well, possibly lack of sales, but more overhead, elimination of overhead. It's very expensive to maintain a building that's only to be filled with merch. And it's hard to pay somebody like Jay Webb or, if I'm to understand correctly, William Sigler to work in the warehouse packing up and shipping orders. Packing up the orders, shipping the orders, and the order actual inventory of the merchandise will now be held by this Merch Now company, which eliminates the need for Psychopathic to employ any merchandise people. It prevents them from having to rent any kind of space to keep merchandise, and it prevents them from having to deal with you complaining if you don't get stuff. On top of this, it's my understanding that if you've ordered anything from Hatchetgear prior to today and you didn't get it yet, they're going to legally be under no obligation to send you shit because the company doesn't exist anymore. Hatchetgear LLC, the company you would complain to for not getting your merch, doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. Bye. Just like what they would have done with Joe and Joey Records had they gotten in trouble for the Psychopathic Rider situation. But let me see some heads in the chat. What do you think happened to Hatchetgear? Why do you think that Psychopathic Records transferred all their rights to all their merchandising to this company called Merch Now, who handles tons of fucking merch? Yeah, that's what I think it is too. I think that basically any money from any Hatchetgear orders that have already been placed is just going to be absorbed into the company. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no Hatchetgear to complain to anymore. So what do you think about Hatchetgear? Up and fucking disappearing like a fart in the wind.
Well, I mean, rest in peace, whatever.
But what do you think is going to happen now to the merch?
It's going to, I don't know. It could get better. It can't get worse, can it?
I don't buy merch. I haven't bought merch since my Twisted Shorts.
I do.
7 years ago fell apart.
I buy a lot of merch, but it's from a different company.
All right. See, But that's my thing is like, people are asking why would it fucking disappear, and I have no idea. And why would you change the name? Like Hatchetgear, I remember being really excited.
Yeah,
like,
it's a good. Yeah, I remember too. Yeah,
good fucking name. Like that's a good name. You can get behind that fucking name.
Yeah, I got an old ass fucking like the 10-year anniversary Hatchetgear jacket when that shit was new.
I bet you that should go for fucking 6 times what it's worth in the fucking Psychopathic Museum right now. I heard the run started yesterday.
Really? For Hatchetgear?
For shit that can be confirmed Hatchetgear.
Oh shit. No, I mean it's probably. I mean, like I saw people in the chat when I could see it. They were talking about they're just lazy, and Will was the one in charge, which I agree with both of those. But I mean, they got like fucking 8 employees. You gotta fucking outsource that shit now. It saves them money.
Or hire some people, which would require you to pay people what they're fucking worth. You know what I'm saying?
Pay them. So let's give them fucking. Let's just take royalties on our merch, no overhead, and it's just money in our pocket.
Yeah, but it's like cents on the fucking dollar, I would think. I mean, obviously, they probably negotiated a fair deal for themselves, or at least a somewhat fair deal. But and then for it to come with such, I mean, it only would they give them a day and a half notice?
Yeah, something like that. Well, I'm sure they've been working on it a while, but it's all the same shit right now. It's not like there's a bunch of new merch now. It's all
there might not be any. No, but there might not be any new merch. That's what I'm saying. Is what happens because merch now doesn't design merch for bands. They strictly sell merch.